for you, I'm guessing 120, 130,000.
Probably at least, I think they're running about 135, 140.
Okay, good. I wasn't far off. I don't know, the dealer for Thomas is in Murfreesboro, and he's a great guy. I went over there and met with him. And but I don't understand, Durham, and I don't understand a lot of it. I just know you have a contract with Durham.
Right.
Whatever the public knows, I've read the paper article.
Well, I'm with Durham, so.
Okay, you are.
That's why I'm asking, because the normal bus is probably right around 80 or 90.
Okay.
Depending on what we get on them, depending on if they're specialty buses, like what kind of equipment and everything that we need,
Thomas is having their person that handles Durham, letting them know about this meeting tonight. Have you already know about that? Okay, good. So I don't know.
Right.
You may know the prices.
And that was one thing, the factor of us converting over as a company, is how much it was going to be between a regular bus and a fuel bus, plus fuel stations, and okay, we have 54 routes here. So, how fast are we going to be able to, what kind of a station are we going to have to make sure all of our buses are full, every night for 54 buses.
Yeah, we time fill them at night.
Right, and other problem. So how fast would you fill a bus?
Well, it depends on how empty it is and what size tank.
Okay.
So you got to get in. We figured 20 gallons. And we do 12 minutes, 20 gallons.
Okay.
But now let me catch your name again.
Sherry Lane.
Okay, you and I talked about 4 months or something ago. I was seeing that early on, and you were telling me you got to start at the school level first. So it took me this long to get here.
And here we are. I brought him to a meeting too.
We've all made a big circle.
Right. I mean, because I think it's a good thing. It's just it's cost effective for us. So, and clean energy is absolutely the best way to go for anybody.
Yeah.
But we also, the factors I had with it was feeling, we do an awful lot of field trips, especially out of the county, out of state. We take any of these buses, it's going to be an issue for us to wherever we go, have to fuel them places when we get there and get back. Again, I have like probably 20 buses that park at their houses. So that means they're having to come in to our station instead of going to an out. And so that's just certain things that I had, how many stations you would have here, things like that.
Yeah. We typically put the stations where the buses are.
Right. And so that with me would have to bring, all of our buses into fuel, which is a lot of miles for that.
Yeah, it wouldn't be right. You couldn't put stations in everybody's house.
Right, exactly. I mean, right now, you can't, we don't now, but at least they're out. We have them in College, Morrison, Gabriel, and we got them closer to them.
Yeah, I run into this a lot of times in utility companies. And I tell people, look, there's $350,000 savings a year, and we do have to change paradigms. And they told me at Jackson Energy one day, they said, Kent, taking a truck home at night is a benefit. And I said, well, saving money is a benefit too. And we have to weigh all of that, what works best. A lot of times, what we do is when we build a lot for the buses to be fueled, we put in that lot parking for the employees so they can show up, get the bus, and go out with it. And it saves actually the labor cost of sending the driver out to fuel a bus, even with gasoline, because it's already fueled. He literally gets there at the end of the day, plugs it in, and then he gets in a car and goes home. And then he unplugs in the morning and he's ready to go. So it's all been pre-filled at night. So,
do you have any idea how much it would be to be able to fuel out of site? Well, we have 62 buses.
Here. Well, we start tomorrow morning at 62. We're going to grow into it.
No, we start tomorrow with 62 buses.
Okay, 62 buses. We could do that for 2 of our units. I mean, that's what we're doing now.
Okay.
One unit does 10 to 15. And then you grow a station through compression or storage. So we can add in one storage sphere holds 90 gallons of CNG. The effective use for it equalizes around 45 to 50 gallons, depends on the temperature. And we also fuel with temperature compensated fuel, because expansion factors of gas, just like gasoline, so we temperature compensate it based on its ambient temperature, and it automatically turns off at a 3,600 psi. That's the way that works. I'd love to do 60 at first day.
That would be great.
Yeah.
But,
But like right here in Warren County as an example, let's just say they started with 5 or 10. So let's put in the lower cost unit and get them started. And then as they start adding units, we'll take this one back. I mean, we're right here down the road from you, and put the bigger ones in. And if anything, service and all that, we're right here on top of it. I mean, Kevin can rebuild those compressors faster than you've ever seen. They've all been trained. It's ours, send them up.
I'll be calling you.
Anyway, that's kind of how it all works. But we can look at any plan. I mean, I've had got 1,800 fuel buses in the city of Los Angeles.
Right.
I mean, that was one challenging project.
I'm sure it was.
So, but, it's just a matter of compression and storage.
Right.
Doesn't matter how big.
And there would be, probably, a place to store it and things like that. So that would all have to be a factor too, as far as school bus wise.
Yeah, and I run into applications where people like 10 gallons a day, they want to hook up 80 trucks or whatever. And, I tell people it's just a vessel. All vessels equalize at a certain period of time, whether they have 100 or 500 or 2. They're all going to equalize. When they all get to the same pressure, the whole system turns off. So that's how that works.
Now these grants, I know you said they were just not for East Tennessee when we talked about them before. They were.
Yeah, last year the EPA had grants only in East Tennessee. The grant, it actually just came out a week ago, I think, from East Tennessee Clean Fuels Coalition. It's the entire state of Tennessee.
Okay.
And then we got one of your cards.
Okay. Do you know how many they're going to give away grants?
Right now, they are funded for $200,000. If they fully fund each $16,000 grant, that's like 12 buses. But I think if they're successful, they will sort of push for more. I'm hoping we can top them out real quick.
That would be nice.
Yes.
Okay.
What I hope doesn't happen is nobody applies and they say, we don't need to do this anymore.
No, we don't need that. I mean, I think when we talked the last time with the school board is that they were talking about maybe, trying 1 or 2 or 3, just doing that.
Yeah.
And that would be something, we would all have to work together as far as Durham and
Sure.
you all, and I've talked to you many times about this. It would be, I think, the cost between the bus and how much you could recoup, the cost of a regular bus to this, how fast you could do that.
We can convert them too.
And, right, and I think you said how many years? What were the years that you said you could convert them?
18.
No.
They advertise 18.
Well,
As far as the EPA certification, so yeah.
Yeah, well, no, it's actually 16, and then you have to have them recerted after that.
Okay.
And anything over 200,000 miles, they can't be on the road anymore, so, so some of them don't last for 18 years.
Okay.
It's another thing, is that sometimes they have to be put out of service before that.
Yeah.
By the state, even though we have really good buses, they still have to be put out, so.
Right.
By the state, anyway, everybody's different, so. But, so that would be something, but, I mean, I think actually, clean fuel's good, but it's just getting all the numbers together.
I just had one question. I'm kind of a number cruncher.
Right.
Is there like an equilibrium level, like number of buses that could be eligible for CNG, but then you have a certain percentage of buses that will remain diesel, for the field trips, like you say, or park at home?
And there is, I mean, like right now, especially, towards the end of the year, I'm using just whatever bus I have, doing field trips. And that's a big thing, because we go to Chattanooga, Nashville, we go, so it would kind of have to be, we'd have to send those to where we knew we could fuel them if we needed to, things like that. It wouldn't be a huge issue, but it would be,
Sherry, we've got a design of mobile transporters where we have the tanks all on a trailer and we haul it anywhere and go. And then there's another one that's on a Freightliner truck with a large capacity. So we could always get somewhere.
Right. And like I said, that would be just details that, we would need to work out there. Those were just some of the concerns that I had of, getting stuff done, fueling and, I'm trying to head up, I'm doing the center also in Canton, Mississippi, right now, and we're trying to try to get some of these buses there too, so.
Well, I don't know if you heard me saying this, but Thomas is sending us that demo bus. Did you hear that? And so we're gonna hit the road, and let's do it. Come with us. Tell everybody about the good news.
Great, yeah, and I do kind of bounce around a lot with Durham. This is my center here, and work here, but I do quite a bit in other places, training and things like that, so I know we're going to need some buses, so
Good.
that might be a good thing.
Yeah.
Just ordered 4 new ones this year.
Good.
So we're going to, as per contract, do new buses every year, so we get this grant and try to get that done, and that might be something that we can work on for next school year.
Yeah. And then about the financing deals of them with Daimler, so it's a lot of opportunity. Anybody else have any? Yeah, well,
I know Dodge, Ford, and GMC all offer CNG trucks from the factory. And some of those are dual fuel, in other words, gasoline and CNG, and you switch back and forth. Is that a possibility for some of the long-range diesel trucks too?
I just don't know. I mean, I'm not I've hung around some Thomas guys and I've done a little bit about the buses, but I don't know a lot about them. They taught me the A's and the C's and the different structures.
Right?
I saw the frames and, the tanks, went through all of that. And then they sent out the teams and they went all reviewed us and saw our sites. They wanted to review that and approve it, and I had to go through a lengthy approving kind of deal for them. And so anyway, I passed their test, and so we're now ready to go.
Are you talking about if you convert any of this, like our police cars, you're talking about taking and putting a totally new motor in those? Right?
Yeah, I talked to Westport. Let me just explain to you for those who don't know, and if I'm too technical, stop me. But basically, Cummins is a diesel engine manufacturer. A division called Westport started about, I think it was 6 years ago, and the idea was to develop a CNG engine from scratch. Don't convert a diesel, don't convert a gasoline. What would it look like? What would it be? How would it be priced? What unique, inventions and developments would they come up with? And so they just now come out with the new engine. And it really is amazing. I've seen them, been through them, 6.7 liter. And so they're now, the question came to them because they've got orders from Thomas Bus, and I know that Thomas is going all this new engine. They're doing all the Allison transmissions on these buses. But they we'll also talk to them about conversions, where we can bring in other older buses, pop those engines out, and put the new ones in. And we'd have to go be trained, obviously, and it would apply, follow the federal guidelines and all that. And Ron, back then we were talking about doing the shop back there, setting up a conversion place here in McMinnville. And I never found anybody wanted to do it, but we'd still be interested in talking about that to somebody. And converting the older buses into these brand new Westport engines.
Gonna be, 2007 and newer?
2007, I guess.
2007 and newer, I think.
Yeah.
That could be converted.
Yeah. I don't want to tie everybody up all evening here. I want to make sure I got across what we're trying to do, and if anybody wants to meet one-on-one, talk more, I'm here. And I want to thank everybody for attending here, and we look forward to growing with you. Growing green. That's why Matt wore his green jacket tonight.
Came back from the Masters.
That's right.
It's a happy accident.
Well, Mr. Simpkins, I want to thank you for coming in, and this is a lot for us to digest, so
Yes.
we'll need to probably do some research. And
Anybody wants to call me, call me.
What all expenses do we have? We have the refueling station, and then the expense of the CNG vehicle,
Yes, sir.
correct?
Mhm.
And that's the total package.
That's pretty much it.
The refueling station, that's what you say.
Yeah, the station is just advertising amongst how many buses you have, or fuel, police cars or whatever.
Buses really don't affect us that much.
We're looking at ambulances or police cars.
Yeah, police car, that buses really don't affect us.
About 6 ambulances.
How many garbage trucks we got, or 4 or 5?
It may be probably.
We got it down here.
That's from the city, that's not from the
Oh,
county.
I think, okay. I got you.
So if nobody else has anything else needs to come for budget and finance, I'd say motion to adjourn.
Make that motion.
Oh, I made a motion to adjourn. Ken, second, all in favor, say aye.
And has anybody got any more for the safety committee?
Motion to adjourn.
Mr. Chairman Carl, second. Ronnie Lee, all in favor, say aye. Thank you. Even me. That's good, Carl. We'll put you the other Carl, how's that?
Appreciate all y'all coming. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? It's a contract with them. What I'm saying. They don't pay for
And you don't think I got it.
Yeah, well, I put you in. When we retired, we get up and bring in 5 million this year. It's a proposed But here's the thing, is same thing to me to you. All you're working on the bus, you can't will go. What? Legislature. You know what I'm saying? It'd be interesting to see. Yeah, you'd have to break it down. We're looking at about 60,000.
Starting something blue.
7,000.
So I'm trying to get out
It'd be about $7,000 a well, and so you gotta get them down. Refueling stations there forever. Yeah. You know, these stations can't go. You're paying over 18 years of talking want to purchase commercial vehicle and do is a regulation. You can actually get private. Yeah.
It's
'Cause